Well, hello, Aquarius gang. How are you doing? This is going to be for all folks who have Aquarius and your sun, moon, rising, also known as ascendant, or Venus settings, okay? We are going to look at a variety of different topics, so hang with me. And at the end, we're going to do kind of a general overall energy reading for what you can expect and get some advice for all of you guys. And so at any rate, with that being said, as I mentioned, if you don't know your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, you can follow the link in the description box below. I've also kind of revamped the whole thing a little bit and given some more caveats and clarity to my directions about how to book personal readings. I know several of you have emailed me about how to do that, and so hopefully the directions in the new directions that I have in this description box will give a little bit more clarity there. Okay. This reading is going to be more future oriented. We're not going to delve so much into the past. We are going to rely on the current energies to give us some insight as to the direction you're headed. Certainly, nothing is ever set in stone. That's the whole point of divination, so that you know whether or not you need to make any changes, or if you like the direction you're heading, then you can certainly, know to keep plugging along in the path that you're headed. Okay, Aquarius gang. So with that being said, let's start out in matters of money. We are going to move to matters of the heart and romance, relationship, and singles, all of that here in a minute. But Aquarius, if you are interested in what may be going on with the way that you earn your money, for that one came out, so we're going to take it. But for the month of February, okay, we are going to take a look. All right, so that was the Knight of Wands, kind of showing his face, and I don't read gender. Okay. So, okay, there are going to be some obstacles, okay? Knight of Wands is certainly a very charismatic individual, but Knight of Wands is kind of a nervous energy, okay? Kind of impulsive sometimes, okay, and kind of quick to anger, easily provoked many times, and can come across very, very abrupt, okay. Certainly can speak to a distance thing where you may have some traveling coming up related to your job, or maybe you get an opportunity that, requires you to move, or, a commute. Okay, so take that as it resonates. It could be any one or all of those things, okay? But, it can speak to exhaustion, okay? So do not, the caveat there is certainly taking action in the right circumstances, but don't, kill yourself for your job, okay? That's just the bottom line here. You have the Page of Swords, okay? Now, that is not a cool energy, but there's a way you can shut that down, okay? Because it oftentimes has nothing to do with you. It's the energy around you, okay? So here's what that typically involves, particularly in a work setting, okay? Typically, it's it's a tail toter. Okay, well, that's real easy to, take care of. You just don't share with people things they don't need to know. Easy peasy, right? But it's a tail toter, and typically somebody who is really doing that to advance their own best interest and not yours, okay? They do not have your best interest in mind, okay? Can speak to a spy card, but again, it's not a good energy, okay, typically. But it's typically playing two sides against each other when that card comes up. So be very careful of that. Overall, you're going to overcome this thing and come out really, really well, though, in your job. Seven of Wands is a very powerful card. It is a warrior and a winner, and it is somebody who is recognized and gifted, okay, and admired by many. Maybe you're in a leadership role, or you're about to be, but whatever, obstacles that are out there, energetically, you're slated to sail right past it, and not to be moved by it, okay? You'll see it. You will. You'll see this Page of Swords energy and the Knight of Wands in it. You'll see all that, okay? But you'll be flying up here. They're down here vibrationally, and you're up here. That's what the cards say, okay? And I'm not going to argue with the cards because they don't lie, right? So I like where you're at job wise. Certainly, can speak to promotion, okay? But, you know, if you're in a leadership position, you have the respect of your folks, okay? That speaks to that too. And your superiors, okay? Either way. They see your gifts. You're gifted and they know it, okay? They see your abilities. So, boom. Not surprised, Aquarius. You guys are so cerebral. All right. So, with that being said, let's move along to matters of the heart. And first, we are going to look... relationship. If you were involved with somebody, if you're currently involved, we are going to get to the X and singles, and we're going to do a general for everyone. So hang tight on that. But if you're involved with someone, Aquarius, what do you need to know going into February from matters of the heart? Let's take a look. One more. Okay. Well. Okay. So, Aquarius, something has really, really broken your heart. I got the Three of Swords here in the upright. It's the card of heartbreak and separation and misery, okay? Can be a third-party situation many times when that card comes up. But it's a lot of drama and very draining and has to do with the need to cut ties. And you know what? You're well aware. If this is your story, you're well aware. Why? Because I got the Eight of Cards. Eight of Cards. God, I'm so sorry. The Eight of Cups. It's my walking away card. Okay, it's disillusionment many times, betrayal. Okay, this is not what I thought it was. You know, the grass is greener and the sky's clearer over there than here where I am. Yes, that's exactly, it's misplaced trust, okay? It's I allowed myself to be vulnerable with a person and allowed myself to trust a person that I should not have trusted. And this happened, and I'm good. Okay, and when you have this card, okay, many times it doesn't really speak to who is doing the walking away. It is an energetic release of the cord and the ties to the situation. And this is you. And you are like done. Okay. Now, you got the World card, which is pretty cool. This was at the center, which, by the way, you have water and air. Air, of course, being Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Water being Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Maybe not. But here's what's important. This was at the very center of this thing, the World card. Completion certainly can speak to like endings, kind of like a rite of passage, like energetically, I'm releasing this thing. I'm going to heal from it and I'm going to cut the ties and do my shadow work, okay, because I understand that that's the path to peace. Wow. So, but anyway, the World card is completion and success and happiness, okay? Can speak to endings, okay? But that's not a bad thing always. It's about being ready for the next phase of the journey. And I'm not speaking about the next relationship. You know, maybe it's ready to energetically release and do the shadow work and heal, okay? And to, you know, make your changes to your energetic vibration so that you don't manifest another one of these. Boom. But something's got you really heartbroken, Aquarius, and I'm sorry because I don't wish that on my worst enemy. I really, really don't. But, whoa, look where you're headed. And this is Aries energy for what it's worth. But here again, you are headed to a very, very stable place, okay, with a lot of wisdom, okay? Of course, this does not surprise me. My God, you guys are Aquarians, of course. You know, of course, that's what we're talking about here. But you're stepping into your power. Very analytical, a lot of wisdom, stable, grounded, okay, solid. A lot of times charismatic, can be somebody that's well-respected and can be a person in a leadership position, okay? Just somebody that people go to for advice. This is where you're headed, Aquarius. Boom. You know, I think this is you kind of stepping into your own power and you're like, I'm good. I'm good, you say. I'm good. Yep. I'm good. And you withdraw. You kind of set your boundaries. This is not a bad card in this situation because you're going to be protecting your heart while you do your healing. So it's fine, okay? It's definitely a time to hold back and protect your heart, okay, when you're going through that. I think that's fine, okay? Given this, okay, it would certainly be the right way to go, okay? You know, no card in the tarot is good or bad. It just depends on the whole picture, okay? Everything I have here, you know, except the heartbreak, okay? That's not fun, all right? It hurts, okay? I get it. But how you're responding to it, which is what the rest of the cards are telling me, you're killing it. Doing great. So just don't get complacent. Stay the course. Keep your vision, okay? And I think you will. I think you will. The cards are saying so, okay? Now, singles. Aquarius who are single. Aquarians who are single. What do we need to know for February? What's the overall advice? What may be coming in? That sort of thing. Let's take a look, Aquarius. Let's take a look. Okay. All right. So, I do think you have more than one option, okay? But you need to be very careful. Well, okay. No, you know what? This could go a number of different ways. All right, let's just give a couple of different scenarios. First, for what it's worth, Earth, Air, and Capricorn specifically. Earth being Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Air, of course, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I think I said that low. But anyway, I hope you heard me. But okay. All right. And specifically Capricorn. Maybe, maybe not. But here's the thing you need to know. All right. For some of you, there is a high-vibing individual with a lot of great value that's going to be in your path. But if you're not careful, you're going to miss them. Why? Because you've got this Ace of Swords in the reverse. That is missing the most important thing about a situation. Boom. It's a person that does not have a lot of drama. You got the Devil in the reverse card. You got the Queen of Pentacles. Person of higher vision, very stable, wise, grounded, solid, knows their value, okay? Knows their freaking value. But we'll see yours too, and has value. Very well, because you have Pentacles here in such a high court card, could certainly speak to somebody who is at least financially stable, if not doing well financially, okay? But, you know, got a clear head, got a clear vision, very grounded, very capable, very practical. A lot of times they're in the healing business, okay? Or, you know, like I said, healthcare, education many times, okay? You know, even disaster relief, nonprofit, charity, you know, just volunteerism in general, but just a helping individual. But you're going to have to be very careful, because I want you, Aquarius, to focus on doing your energy work so that you turn this into this. Okay, the whole point of tarot is to give you advice, okay? So it's about being steady. You are close on this thing, okay? So you want to concentrate on developing your intuition and doing the energy work through meditation, so you don't miss this one, okay? All right? So I like it. I like it a lot. Now, for another set of you singles, there is going to be two individuals. There's one that's of great value, very similar to how we described the Queen of Pentacles, and there's going to be one that is just kind of like, oh, I'm so sorry, I had something in my eye. But kind of like they don't see the forest for the trees, okay? If that makes any sense at all, okay? And they really, yeah, whatever it is, they just totally miss the boat, okay? But, you know, yeah, okay? And that one needs shadow work, if that's the case, okay? They haven't worked through their stuff. That's why they can't see things, because they don't have clear vision. They don't have intuition. Why? Because they haven't, you know, worked through their energy work and then that soul work, okay? So that's why. So possibly two scenarios. Be careful of that, okay? Look, when you raise your vibration, yeah, you're going to attract all kinds, okay? But when you are doing the energy work, the difference is this: you're going to save yourself from that heartbreak, because you're going to see right through stuff, okay? And you're going to see these when they come along, and you're going to see the bozos when they come along, okay? And I hate to use that word, but that's what it is. You know, they're clowns. It is what it is. All right. So, I'm sorry. I'm kind of feeling some kind of way, Aquarius. But you know what? If anybody could deal with my feeling some kind of way, it's my Aquarian friends. Okay. So, Aquarius, if you were curious about what's going on with your ex, have they changed? What are their feelings towards you? What's the energies around them? Let's take a look, Aquarius. Maybe they've reached out to you and you want to know what the real deal is. Or maybe you're kind of just thinking about them or thinking about reaching out. Whatever the case may be. Let's see what's up with them. Let's find out. All right. Well, okay. Kind of interesting. Positives and negatives here. They're working on themselves, but they're not there yet. Page of Cups in the reverse. Still kind of feeling very selfish. You got the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Now, let me say this. That is a person who manifests abundance. But, you know, the Nine of Pentacles has to do with self, again. And then you've got self-indulgent over here on Page of Cups reversed, okay? This person is very focused on their job right now. Now, and they're in a lot of these, and this is earth, fire, and water for what it's worth. So we get everything but Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. It's just quicker to say it that way. But okay, for what it's worth, yeah, at the center of this thing is the Seven of Wands. This is somebody that is well respected on their job, okay? That's what this is about. This is somebody that really probably maybe even immature and or emotionally unavailable. Why? Because they're too busy. They're just too busy. They're kind of climbing that corporate ladder. That's what I'm getting from these cards. Seven of Wands. That's not a bad card, but when it's sitting next to the Page of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles, this is talking about their work, and that's where their focus is, okay? And so really, I don't think they are studying at least something with you, but probably not something at all in the matters of the heart. They're just not they're just not into it right now. It's kind of what I'm getting. I don't think they're really, for most of them, I don't think they're pursuing something else, okay? But it is a person that is working on whatever they're doing, okay? Maybe self-employed, okay? And they're really respected and doing well and manifesting abundance in that area. And quite honestly, they're a little bit focused on themselves. But not in a good way, okay? Like self-indulgent, maybe even addiction, okay? And it may speak to an addiction to a person, maybe you, okay? So, you know, if you're overly hung up on this ex, we may need to talk about that twin flame shadow work kind of thing. Okay, so let's get an overall for all my Aquarius friends real quick. Let's get an overall for you. Let's get an overall for my Aquarius friends. I need 2 more shuffles. 2 more shuffles is what I'm getting. 2 more shuffles. No cuts, okay. Well, Aquarius. Of course. Incredible. You're vibing high. You're vibing high. Okay, let me tell you the signs, and then I'm going to talk to you about what the cards mean. You got the Magician, which can be Gemini energy. You have Wands, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then you have Water, which of course is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. For what it is worth. But we are reading about you. Okay, first of all, you're overall just really in a place of maturity, very charismatic, and you are a master of manifestation going into February, okay? You have the King of Wands and the Magician, and we just talked about the properties associated with that. You could not be pulling the Magician in the upright if you weren't really, really working on raising your vibration, because that is a master of pulling rabbits out of the hats where there was nothing. Boom. Okay. 6 of Cups is a beautiful card. Okay. Can speak to past, you know, kind of a reward for past efforts. Okay. Happiness many times. Okay. But it's nostalgia. It's like looking at your life and seeing the beauty in your memories many times. And it is also looking at life through the lens of a youthful person. It is a youthful energy. So what I mean, I'm not talking about immature here though. What I'm talking about is, remember when you were a child and you saw the beauty in everything and you didn't realize that there could be malevolent people in the world? It's that kind of a thing, like an innocence, but it's a purity almost in your vision, which is great. Okay. It's a great place to be. Okay, and maybe you have children, and maybe that's just, you know, you got happiness around in your family. I see that in this card many times. But, you know, again, you know, many of you are in a leadership role, or you're going to be promoted or whatever. Okay, I've said that a while ago. I'm saying it again. I said it in the career reading, and I'm saying it now. But you're respected, and you know your value, King of Wands, and others will see that too, okay? And you'll manifest abundance, basically, in whatever you decide. It's up to you. I mean, the whole thing here is just, what do you want, Aquarius? It's yours. You just decide, okay? Wow. I mean, incredible way to end a reading for my Aquarius folks. And I couldn't be happier for you. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. I mean, you're a fellow air sign. You know, different from us Geminis, but, you know, in many ways we do think alike. Sometimes we're totally different, but I get you more so than I don't. I'll say it that way, okay? Believe in the impossible. I ain't worried about you, Aquarius. I know you got your beliefs in line, okay? But it's all about having a positive mindset. And if you expect the best, that's exactly what you're going to manifest, okay? Surrender to the divine. Trust the process, okay? A master manifester, that's what they do, okay? And let's pull one more. Show the world. Oh, look at here. I'm going to leave it on this one. This is so cool. Aquarius energy. Look at there. Show the world the real you. Just be your authentic self. And you know what? Most Aquarius people that I know have no problem with that. It's no mistake that my Moonology card that said that was Aquarian energy, right? Just be you. And be a new you every day, right? All right. With that being said, much love to all my Aquarians, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. If you haven't already done so, subscribe, like this video, and comment below. And, of course, hit me up for a personal reading if you want more detailed info. Thanks much, guys.